Right, so we're heading back into the museum here. So here we'll get a layout, I guess, of the prison. So maybe some of those cells were actually, yeah, look there. Here they show the hill, and this is where the infirmary was, all down there in front of that. So they did excavate into the rock there for all those rooms. There's the main guardhouse over there. That's what we went up into. Huh. And then they show the riverboat down in the river down below. It's pretty awesome. I was just listening to the presentation in the other room, and it sounded like they're saying that the conditions here are considered pretty good. It's hard to imagine living in rock cells and open air. And the summers here, whew. Well, that's funny. Territorial Prison Vaudeville Show. 1891 telephone. Oh, 1885 electric bulbs. Electric was provided by a steam-driven dynamo. Like the banjo, it's pretty cool. Like a banjo ukulele. And I guess cards. Even has the shoe over there. The checkerboard. Hellhole. The dark cell. So we went in there, but it looks like they had maybe a cage inside the hole. Ball and chain. It's the second one we've seen on this trip. I think the last one was in the ghost town, as I remember. It's amazing some of the stuff that was made here. Cribbage sets. Ironwood rolling pin. What a gorgeous detail in that cane. Both canes, actually. And horse items made by inmates. I wonder if they had problems with shivving and stuff with all this metal that they were allowed to get their hands on and work with. Oh, that's cool. Look at this bridle over here, the 6-gun bit. That's pretty funny. It's an interesting pistol right here. I have no idea what that is. Maybe like a shotgun pistol? Okay, so we have the guards here. Insignias and badges. Ooh, a 10-gauge shotgun. Ouch. Oof. That says it's a Guard H.J. Sellers record book. Here is one of the guards. It's kind of interesting. Buckhorn Frank Leslie worked for Wyatt Earp, the Oriental Bar in Tombstone. Hey, we went to the Oriental Bar. Killed Billy Claiborne of the Clanton gang. Killed his girlfriend in a drunken rage. Leslie was the only man who could compare to Doc Holliday's blinding speed and accuracy with a 6-gun, said Wyatt Earp. Prisoners. You know, sometimes you see these guys like, this guy looks like one of those TV guys that does the survival stuff. Sam Gray. Nah, he looks like your classic old-time prisoner, doesn't he? Got him there on the right because there's no glare. Or on the left, I mean, there's no glare. Oh boy, here's this kid, age 15. He's on the right there. Prisoner William Flake, 1884, arrested for plural marriage. Ended up serving 6 months. Then he lived his life out in Snowflake, Arizona with his 2 wives, Lucy and Prudence, and 20 children. Now it is interesting, Snowflake, Arizona still exists, and I do believe it's a heavily Mormon and possibly polygamous community. Interesting. Have to look at a Gatling gun, don't we? Just because it's pretty. Let's see if we can figure out what it has to do. Oh, I see. Ah, they had a Gatling gun up in the tower. Here's the cartridges. It says those are 50 caliber. They got a lot of posters around the sides here. Of course, this guy was opposed to Porfirio Diaz, who died in Leavenworth Penitentiary in 1922. Another picture there of the prison, I guess, at the time. So the river was right down below it at one time. Down there in the lower area is all water. It's kind of like the Alcatraz of Arizona or something. Okay, so we got a Marlin 45 on 1880, a Winchester 32, 1894. It's interesting. A Winchester 22, 1873, and a Marlin 1892, 32. So there we have the high school wrestling team, the Criminals. Isn't that great? I mean, that's just so funny. And the high school was here. Remember me mentioning that? I think the high school was here for 2 or 3 years. Oh, the guys that escaped. 42 total escapes, 2 from inside, 24 from out, 8 en route, and 8 while they were building a new prison. Ooh, bad girls of the Old West. I guess you can go through this. That would be something to do when you're here. Pearl Hart. Prisoners in petticoats. Bad girls of the Old West. Oh, let's zoom in a little bit. Francesca Robles. Fanny King. Angelita Berdusco. Kate Nelson for Adultery. Oh, and so was Angelita. A lot of manslaughter here. Pearl Eicher, manslaughter. Georgie Clifford, age 20, manslaughter. A lot of these are only in their 20s. Pearl Hart, robbery. Boy, she sure looks different in that picture than the first one there. Here, what do we have? The doctors. Doctors and doctors' tools. That guy's all very formal, isn't he? 1808 to 1909, and the guy in his uniform. Prison medicine. I always see these old tools, probably not much worse than what I've seen when I had my surgeries, to be honest with you. When the doctor asks for the reciprocating saw, you know you're in trouble. Oh boy, look at this stuff. I don't know what that thing's for, and I don't want to know. Boy, I'm not sure what those things are for either. Opening up, I guess, something. Boy, yeah, not crazy. I love this pill bag. Look at that. Pills on both sides, bottles. Crazy. All right, well, I think that's pretty much for inside the prison here. And we're going to go ahead and walk out, and maybe Carol and I will walk down to the cemetery. I'm headed down to the cemetery. It's going to be a lot like if you watch the video at Tumco. Hopefully it has some informational data that'll tell us a little bit about the prisoners that died here. And I think we saw a sign for that. I don't remember the stats on it, on how many people died here at the prison. Can't even tell if there's a way into the cemetery. Right, so I did see a little area at the entrance to the prison cemetery. Yes, rock piles. Bunches of rock piles. I mean, it's really hard to imagine that people could survive, or a lot of people could survive in the heat. Just the dehydration that it would happen. I mean, look at this all over. So, here's a list. You can stop and read it. I'm just kidding. I don't think you're going to read it. So 111, they say, met their deaths. Disease, accident, murder, suicide, and escape attempts were the causes of their demise. Okay, so 104 it says are interned here. Okay, 104. I walk out the cemetery here. I think that pretty much concludes the tour of the Yuma Territorial Prison. As always, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and leave us a comment. Let me know what you thought. Let us know. We always enjoy hearing from you guys, and we'll see you on the next video. All right, thanks.